Harry, this is Lord Potato. So, this is Lord Potato, and this is What If Naruto Was the Son of the Demon King? Part 4 and the end of this What If. Yes, I'm trying to end it in this part 4, but yeah. So, last time that I left it off was where Naruto met his father, trained under his father for about, he was 12, and he trained under his father for 5 years, and well, was now 17. Of course, he met some people along in hell with, yeah, he just met some people. He met two girls that he's very interested in. One was named Junko, Junko from the Emotionless Clan or something, an emotional clan that kind of used despair mostly. Of course, this is where he met another one named Hana, who was actually like had two personalities. One was always nice and charming, while the other one was murderous and wants to kill you. So, of course, her clan was in using hell flames, so yeah. So, of course, Naruto just met them, of course, became friends with them when he was 14. Of course, where, well, we go into where our last left it off. Naruto. He is now getting out of hell and actually going back into the human world. Of course, this is where, well, he has two swords. One is called Enma, the king, the king of hell. Wait, yeah, the king of hell, Enma. And the other one, it is, well, he also has another blade that is called Yamato. So, of course, this is where Naruto has Enma and Yamato. This is where, well, Naruto, he's leaving, the demon world to go to the human world. Now, of course, Naruto is 6'10". Or did I say 6'11"? I don't remember. I think I said he was 6'10". He is 17 and 6'10". Now, his father is 7'3", but not the point. Now, of course, Naruto is, well, he has a black coat, black jacket, black pants, and black shoes. His hair is actually pretty blonde. It turned blonde, but there's still some black on it. But yeah, just some stripes of black, but yeah. Of course, this is where his two friends are actually coming along. Junko, who's actually also coming along, and, well, Hana. Now, of course, they get into the human world, and, well, yeah. Now, of course, Naruto, he is looking all around and sees, well, nothing but destruction in this human world. Kind of. They came in through a human disaster mostly. Mostly there is a war between, well, a war happening between the Leaf Village, the Stone Village, the Cloud Village, and almost all the villages are having a war. Reason why is because, well, because their tail beasts are being taken and they're kind of blaming it on each other. They don't even know about the Akatsu's yet. The Akatsu's are actually happy because this war is happening, and of course this is where, well, they can take the tail beast pretty easily. But yeah. Of course, this is where, well, Naruto, he really doesn't care about this war. Of course, there was multiple ninjas trying to attack Naruto and his group. Of course, this is where Naruto pulls out Yamato and speed blitzed them and easily cutting them down into small bits of just meat. Just cubes. This is where, well, Naruto turns around and says, "Hey Junko, hey Hana, I think we're gonna have to just murder a couple humans before just going around visiting whatever." You did say you wanted to travel around the human world, right? This is where Junko and even Hana nodded. This is where Hana says, I mean, there might be some bad flowers, but I don't really care. This is where, well, Junko says, I can feel so much despair. This is where Naruto says, if you can feel so much despair, then I can give you a seal which allows you to not feel that much. Junko says, it's fine, but it is kind of headache and, yeah. This is where Naruto says, let's just go. So, of course, they're just walking. Of course, ninjas have appeared, even what's called rogue ninjas try to attack Naruto, Naruto easily cuts them down with Yamato. Super easily. And, of course, this is where, well, even though that's happening, Naruto is, well, just keeps cutting them down pretty easily. He's not wasting so much stamina at all. He has so much stamina. He's been training with his father for so long. And of course, even though he looks 17, he's actually 300 years old. Same with Junko and the others. But they look 17 because, well, in the world of the demon world, time flows different there. Time is actually, well, way faster than the actual human world. So Naruto's actually 300 years old, but since he is half of, well, he's half of Lucifer and also human, meaning he's half demon and he's half human, he kind of ages a little bit faster. So of course he is 300, but he still looks like 17 in human years. So yeah. Of course, Naruto, he is, well, his eyes, instead of being white, it's black still, because yeah, that would never change. Of course, Kurama was actually taken out of Naruto and actually put to be one of the demon lords again. Because, well, the 9 Biju were actually, well, not really demon lords. Well, they were, not really. And Kurama just was put as a demon lord and kind of just thrown into being whatever. Of course, Kurama was fine. He didn't need to go back to the human world. He was just there to travel. But then kind of got mixed up with the 10 Tails and other things. And yeah, he was split up into like 9 pieces. So yeah. Kurama being as a Biju, but yeah. Of course, this is where, well, Lucifer did take out the Jubi power from Kurama by actually taking out the Jubi part, but also kind of leaving his normal personality and other parts of whatever of the chakra and demonic energy. He just took out the Jubi part, the Jubi sword, and kind of just threw it into the human world. So of course, this Jubi part did look like a smaller Jubi, kind of looked like the 9 Tails, but having 9 Tails, but it's a Jubi. Of course, Akashi did manage to capture this Jubi and put it into the, what's it called, well, ghetto statue. Now, of course, this is where, well, Naruto's actually supposed to collect all of the different, well, Jinchurikis and mostly take out the tail piece and kind of send them to the demon world. Of course, Junko and Hana thinks it's just mostly exploring the world, but Naruto's mission is to kind of take the Jinchurikis, mostly the tail beasts, out of them, bring back the demon lords back into, well, the 9 realms, and of course, well, kind of put them in the 9 realms. But yeah. Of course, this is where, well, Kurama is actually in the inner 9th realm. He's actually supposed to be like a guard there. Or not really a guard. He's actually, well, mostly a lord. But yeah. A lord and his clan. But yeah. Of course, this is where, well, Naruto, he is going towards, well, the different villages. So we go into those villages. Naruto gets to the sand village, and of course multiple sand ninjas has actually tried to attack Hana, Naruto, and even Junko. Junko easily kills them all, kind of just drains all the despair from them, mostly all the hope, by kind of making them feel like they're dying and getting killed and their whole families are getting murdered. She's kind of like an expert in illusion, but yeah. And of course destroying the hope from them. So yeah, or the bit of hope they had, which she doesn't need to use that much effort. This is where Hana usually just burns them all, and Naruto just cuts them all easily. Naruto finds Gaara, and Gaara tries to use his sand attack, well, sand wall, so he can try to escape until Naruto appears, smashes him to the ground, uses his hand and glows into a crimson red. His eyes, also, I should also mention, Naruto's eye does go into a reddish color with purple and also has the stars in both eyes. Of course, rips out the Shikaku. Of course, not killing Gaara just yet. Junko's the one to just stab him right in the head. But of course, the Shikaku's taken out. The Jubi fragment is taken out. And of course, this is where Shikaku's thrown into, well, the 9 realms. He was actually in the first round, but yeah. In the first ring because he is only the weakest out of everyone. But yeah. But yeah. Of course, this is where, well. Of course, this is where, well. They go into other villages. Now, of course, the Sand Village did try to kill Naruto, but really Naruto pulls out Yamato and Enma and just cuts the whole village down, murdering children and all them other things. Naruto really didn't care. So yeah, of course he didn't kill that many people. Some people survived, but after that, Naruto and Junko and Hana left. They went straight towards, from the Sand Village to the next, beast that we'll find. Or mostly the next Demon Lord. They found, they go to the Mist Village, and they find, the Three Tails, who is kind of, right now, reformed. And is being attacked by the Akatsuki. And the Six Tails is also being attacked by the Akatsuki. Naruto tells Hana and Junko to go help the third Demon Lord, while he goes help the sixth Demon Lord. So of course Naruto appears right in front of the Six Paths of Pain. The Six Paths of Pain tries to attack Naruto with its powerful Rinnegan, but really the Rinnegan is nothing compared to, a true God Eye. And Naruto's eyes. Naruto's eyes connected with the Rinnegans, burning the Rinnegans immediately. This is where Nagato's eye screams out, realizing that Naruto's eyes are so much more potent and so much more powerful. The Rinnegan is nothing compared to these eyes. This is where Naruto switches his eyes to gold and silver. To these gold and silver eyes, and both eyes. Well, mostly this one is gold and silver, while the other one is, this galaxy one. So yeah. Of course that happens, and of course this is where Naruto, he rushes at the Six Paths of Pain, because even though they are out of connection, Nagato's eyes are still working a little bit, but Naruto touches all the Six Paths of Pains with his left hand or his right hand. 3 of them turn to gold and silver, while the other 3 kind of gets obliterated. Nothing but just particles, like their particles just gets destroyed. Of course, this is where Naruto, he already destroys it. She's the, what's it called, Six Tails, Jinchuriki. And this is where the Six Tails was about to do something about, like, jumping away from Naruto, until Naruto rips out the sixth Demon Lord, and of course threw him into the, demon world. This is where the tail, mostly the Jinchuriki die. So yeah. Of course, this is where Naruto goes towards, the Three Tails. The Three Tails is right now just transformed into his human form, or mostly Demon Lord form, and is helping Junko and, Hana fight against Toby and, Deidara. Because, yeah. Because they are still going. Well, not Toby, mostly Deidara and Sasori. So, of course, this is where, they're mostly going after the smaller Jinchurikis that don't actually have protection. So that's why they're not going after, like, Kara or anything first. So, of course, this is where, Deidara and Sasori are actually getting destroyed. Deidara is trying to use explosions and saying art is an explosion, but Hana's just burning all of it. This is where Junko and, the third Demon Lord is right now using Water Cell, while Junko is making Sasori's mind go crazy. Right now, losing so much despair. Well, not losing despair, losing so much hope. This is where, Sasori just passes out and dies, because there's so much hope that he just gave up on life and his own life. This is where, while Deidara gets burnt to a crisp, the third Demon Lord surrenders and goes back to the demon world. This is where, Naruto's sisters goes 4, if you count the 9 tails, but yeah. That's where Junko and Hana nodded, and this is where they keep going. They go from the Mist Village to the Stone Village next, but yeah. This is where, they don't go to the Leaf Village because the 9 tails, used to be there. Mostly Naruto. Well, Naruto just doesn't care. Naruto can easily go to the Leaf Village and destroy it because of Minato Namikaze, because yeah. Because fuck Minato Namikaze. Naruto says. This is where Naruto's thinking to do it, but nah, Naruto has a mission to do first. This is where Naruto goes to the Stone Village and finds, well, Han and even what's called, well, what's his name? Han and Roshi. And of course, this is where, well, Roshi is not convinced that he won't die from Naruto, but Naruto just kills him also and even takes Han. Basically taking both tail beasts, mostly getting rid of the, what's called Jubi fragment, and of course, this is where, well, the two demon lords just go back to, well, the demon realm. Now, of course, after that happening, Naruto is going along through other villages. Now, of course, the Stone Village and even the Mist Village didn't really attack them because, well, they didn't protect their own Jinchurikis. Naruto's now going towards, well, the Cloud Village. But before going to the Cloud Village, he did sense a Demon Lord, and that is, well, what's called a Fu's kind of tail beast. Of course, this is where he managed to find the waterfall, destroys it, and rushes through, kills so many people, and finds Fu. Takes the Demon Lord out of her, but of course, the Demon Lord was actually, a Demon Lord decides to kind of help, what's it called? Fu, and didn't want Naruto to kill her. So, of course, this is where, well, Naruto heals Fu, and Fu can actually go and do whatever. Fu was happy and thanked, what's it called, her tail beast, what used to be tail beast, and now that Demon Lord goes back to the Ninth Realm. Well, mostly not the Ninth Realm, mostly the Seventh Realm, because, yeah, that's his own realm. Now, of course, this is where, after getting those tail beasts, or mostly Demon Lords, they have to get the 8th and even the 2nd. That's where, well, they go to the Cloud Village, and of course, the 2nd isn't really well protected, Ujito, but the 8th was. And Naruto mostly had to call backup. And that is, well, he calls someone from the demon world, and that is Lapis, or Lapizio. This man has blue skin, has blue horns, has black armor all around, and has a giant blue sword. Now, this man was actually a very strong demon. Such a strong demon that he can actually take on the Nine Tails. I'll say the Nine-Tailed Demon Lord. Now, of course, he wouldn't win. He just will manage to take him on. This is where, well, Lapizuli thus rushes through the Cloud Village, killing anyone that stands in his way. Naruto and Hana and even Shunko found, well, Killer Bee takes out mostly the Demon Lord and get rid of the kind of Jubi part. And this is where the Jubi is actually combined into the Ghetto statue, because they managed to find their way towards the Ghetto statue and combine themselves to be in the 10 Tails. The 10 Tails is now released, but of course Naruto is too far to even care. And of course multiple villages are trying to attack the 10 Tails. The 10 Tails is going rampage. There's no one to use the Rinnegan. And even when Black Zetsu went to see what's called Nagato was already dead. This is where, well, Obito widened his eyes. That was the thing they had to use to Tsukiyomi, but it was already free. He doesn't know how or even when this happened. But of course, he's thinking maybe this murderer who went after the Akashi's kind of might be the reason why he's here, or why the 10 Tails is here. Now, of course, this is where so many people are running, trying to get away from the 10 Tails, but yeah. Okay, sorry about that. I accidentally took a little nap because, well, my room is very cool and all that. And, of course, me accidentally falling asleep a little bit. But, yeah. Of course, I kind of forgot where I left off. Lapizuli, who is actually a guard who's right now destroying every ninja running through everyone with the Fade. But, yeah. Of course, after getting Killer Bee and taking out the Demon Lord, the Demon Lord did not want to hurt Killer Bee and kind of let Killer Bee live. But yeah. Of course, well, after all Demon Lords going back into the realm of the 9 realms, This is where, well, Naruto, Junko, and even Hana can go back into the demon world. So, of course, they did go back into the demon world. While the Ten Tails is rampaging, we go into a couple months later. Now, this is where, well, Lucifer kind of heard about something over into the human world. And that is, well, a Ten Tails rampaging. This is where, well, Naruto says, who really cares? This is where, well, Lucifer says, yeah, that is true, but we need people so we can torture, right? So that's why we need to stop this goddamn Ten Tails thing, whatever Happy Dream from starting. Can I also kill the Leaf Ninjas and, well, Minato Namikaze? Lucifer says, do whatever. Just bring an army with you. This is where Naruto nodded, and this is where he brings Lapalazuli, Lapalazin, Lapis. He also brings other commanders, and he brings an army with him, mostly demons. This is where a gate opens up because of Naruto power, and of course his magical ability to make gates. This is where, well, Naruto's army goes through and sees the kind of mayhem of, well, the Jubi, Madara, and even Obito. This is where, well, the Akashis, who were last member left, sees this. What's it called? Even the Joshuns were there, and of course they're ready to help. What's it called? Well, the young master, who's actually named Naruto Uzumaki, or Naruto Lucifer. Not Lucifer. Mostly Lucas Morningstar, because that's Naruto's actual name. This is where Naruto tells everyone to get ready and attack. This is where the Jubi sent a Biju Bomb, but this is where Naruto deflects it by absorbing it. This is where Naruto says, you all deal with that, I deal with Minato Namikaze. Naruto rushes towards the Leaf Village ninjas, and this is where Naruto just runs to fade with them, pulling out both swords, Enma and Yamato, cutting through them pretty easily using Yamato's speed, because the sword is for speed, while Menma is for just sending like hawking slashes, like energy slashes. Of course, he cuts through so many people. When he saw Menma and Mento, he kills them in an instant, taking out, well, a part of the Nine Tails. So yeah, of course, this is where the Nine Tails power went back to, well, what's it called? Back to the actual Nine Tails. And of course, this is where Naruto also kind of helped by killing what's called Menma and Mento. Also, Minato did try to use the Flying Raija, but Naruto was way faster and can actually move at the speed of light. This is where Naruto appeared right in front of, well, Minato Namikaze and stabbed him right in the head. This is where Naruto is going around killing people, slaughtering them, and doesn't care. This is where, well, all of them are just dying. This is where, well, after killing so many Leaf Ninjas, he then decided to leave and appear right in front of, well, the Leaf Village. This is where he makes a giant bomb that looks like the Biju Bomb and throws it down to the air of where the Leaf Village will be at. Blows it all up to sky high. This is where Naruto goes back to his army and kind of helps them out in fighting Madara, Jubi, and even Obito. But this is where we go into a time skip of Naruto being, well, 27. Naruto is already 27. He still looks like he's 27 in human years, but really he is about 558. Yeah, Naruto's that old. Of course, this is where Naruto, he is, well, has, well, what's it called? What really happened in the battle between the demons versus Jibis? Let me go into a flashback. Naruto was fighting against Madara, kind of upper kicking and kind of back kicking and all that. Madara did try to use Fire Style, while Naruto uses Fire Style that was blue and burns through the Fire Style of Majestic Flames. This is where, well, Madara and Naruto are fighting, while Jubi was fighting against some demons. And, well, Obito was fighting against some other demons. Now the demons really found out how Kamui works and easily speed blitz Obito. While Naruto and Madara were fighting, Naruto wasn't going that far into the fight, that much power. Until Naruto unlocked his full potential of power, his eyes went into the star shape, being red and purple. But of course, this is where Naruto has six wings in total. This is where, these six wings allows him to go so much faster. Of course, this is where Naruto unlocked the tail and also unlocked, having horns. This is where Naruto speed blitzed Madara, even if Madara wasn't in perfect Susanoo, destroying it and easily killing him. This is where the Jubi was destroyed immediately by Naruto's power. Black Zetsu did try to go against Naruto, but really got killed by other demons. This is where after the war happened, the four great nations didn't really really care, and of course still hated each other, so yeah. But of course there's no fifth nation, so no more of that there. But we go back into Naruto being 27. Naruto is, 27, but he just woken up, realizing that two kids kind of just screamed his name. A kid with black and yellowish and also red hair, but of course his eyes is one red, one blue, like a dualish, what's it called? Not blue, mostly red. One red and one dark blue, and of course one has black and mostly both have black in each eye. But yeah, of course, kind of screaming out Naruto's name, or mostly Luca's name, and of course is where another kid with kind of like lightish blonde hair, dull blue eyes for both each eye, and of course has black, and it's also screaming Luca's name, mostly their fathers. This is where both of them are, only half siblings because, Naruto had, what's it called? It's kind of married to Junko and even, what's it called? Hana. So, of course, this is where, Hana and Junko comes out of their own room and kind of tells Naruto to come on, let's just go, and yeah. To kind of see, their, mostly Naruto's father. But yeah. But this is where I'm going to end it off. For what if Naruto was the son of a demon lord? Part 4. Yes, this is the end. So, of course, with that happening, I wanted to end it off here, but yeah. Even though I kind of fell asleep a little bit, but yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato, and potato. Bye-bye.